All right, this is David Brox here with Coach Western and the Lady Stallions. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well. Thanks for having us.
Give us a rundown of what you've seen so far in practice and the early games that you guys have played so far.
We've had some very competitive practices. Year two, I think it's always expectations are in place. Kids kind of know what you're looking for on a daily basis. Been working very hard on a daily basis just in practice. But then the games, obviously 4-0. It's good to be 4-0. You know, we've got room to improve, but life's a little better when you are winning. Good early league game against Atchison, which is a little unusual, but to start off with that, I thought Atchison came in and competed very well at our place. They've got a nice sophomore post and a very good point guard. We were able to control the tempo of that game. Good road test at Highland Park. A game we actually started out down 10-0, tied at halftime. We're able to hold them to 11 points in the second half, so a good defensive effort, and ended up winning that game by 18. And that's a team, that beat us last year at our place. So it's nice when you can kind of go back and get one on somebody that got you last year.
So you had all the seniors last year, got off to a good start in your first year. How important was that in terms of being able to lead into this year's success that you've had so far?
Well, yeah, the seniors laid the groundwork. They did a tremendous job of coming in and dictating to our younger kids what it looks like to practice hard, what it looks like to compete just on a nightly basis. We've got some good young kids. I've got a junior next to me in Kiera Brown and a sophomore next to me in Rihanna Lawson that are both captains. So while we do have 4 seniors again this year, we've got some good young talent, and definitely owe a lot to that last year's senior class. All 4 of them went on to college. They knew how to compete, and they pushed our younger girls.
So, Kiera, talk about taking over. You're still a junior, but last year you were a leader on the team in terms of production on the court. But talk about being more of a vocal leader this year now that those seniors are gone.
Well, like when the seniors was here, it was kind of like I didn't really be able to say much because they always had an input. But this year that they're gone and I'm kind of stepping up and getting to understand the role of being a leader, it helps me like explain to the younger ones like Rihanna and some of the younger people that like we just all have to play as a team. And as long as we play as a team and we stay together, we should be good.
You kind of set the tone. You haven't been scoring as much as you did last year, maybe setting the tone defensively with a lot of steals and rebounds. Talk about that process of, putting focus on the defensive end and rebounding, to kind of set the example for the younger players as well.
Well, like all my coaches says, defense wins the game, so I just try to focus on defense more than offense.
So, Rihanna, talk about your second season now, coming back after a successful freshman year. What are some of your goals coming into this year?
This year, do better than I did last year. Last year I was behind Shay, so she was a big help to me. So now I have to look after Key. Key looks after me, and we both have each other's back. And now we have more seniors, so I hope we get to help them and they help us.
So talk about your summer preparation and what you did coming into this year.
Floaters and layups. Last year my floaters were good, but now I know I need to get them higher up, get stronger going to the basket, and help dishing off for assists.
So, Coach, maybe talk about some of the other players on the team that are going to have to step up again. You lost a lot of players, I guess, that contributed a lot. So who are we going to be looking for?
We've got a good group, a distinct top group of 7 kids right now. And not to correct you, but Kiera is right on her average. She's at 10 points a game through 4 games. So she's scoring right where we need her to be.
Slagle's getting on me today.
No. I'll start with the seniors. Fatima Davis, who you guys didn't see last year, she's a true center. Big body in the middle, can give us a different look to really affect a team that's got a nice big. So defensively, she's going to be a big help. Nisha Owens last year did a good job of stretching the floor. She's doing just what we need her to do. She's off to a good start at 11 points a game. Jaane Jarrett, who was a transfer from Shawnee Mission Northwest, kind of and you'll like this reference, but a Rick Fox type, just a glue guy that can move the ball, understands basketball, high IQ, rebounds tremendously well, boxes out better than anybody we have. I think she's at 3.5 steals, so the pressure system she's great at. Detriana Robertson, another kid that's just high energy. I think 7 rebounds right now, 9.3 points a game. And who am I missing? Is that all 4 of them? Dee, Jaane, Nisha, and Fatima. And then these two, Rihanna's off to a real hot start offensively. She's averaging 19 a game. And, you know, I don't think she's forcing. I think, you know, she's shooting 50% from 2. And both of these two, I think, are about 38% from 3 right now. So Key was 3 for 3 the other night from three-point. Improved the shot over the summer. And we've got some kids just itching right behind some JV girls that I'm trying to figure out if we're going to go 8. Last year we went 9. And there's about 4 girls that are right there trying to fight for some of those minutes. The group they're close. They're an extremely close group. They like each other, which is, as you know, coaches will tell you, it's important. It really is important when the kids are close and like each other and care about each other and can play for each other. Very unselfish group, 16.5 assists a game right now through 4 games. I talked to you a little bit off the air about the game the other night that was a 70-point game, and it's tough in those games. A lot of times somebody's going out and trying to get a 30 or 40 ball, and we had even scoring and we had 22 assists. So even in transition, sometimes kids would pass up a shot to just try to get somebody a bucket.
So when you have a game like that, how much do you really take away from
what we're looking for? And we talked about this. I want good ball movement. We worked on our half court. I wouldn't let them go outside the 3-point line. So literally just a team, if we want to take away somebody's posts, we're trying to just get steals in the half court, inside the 3-point line particularly. And you want unselfish basketball. Like I said, I've coached in some of those games. In Colorado, we'd put some big numbers up when I was out there, and you'd get kids say, I want to go get 35 tonight. And I don't think anybody cared as long as at halftime. What did you guys say? You guys said every game should feel like this in terms of how unselfish we're being. And so it's a unique group. They want to win, and they want to get everybody involved.
So, Kiera, talk about some of the player goals or just team goals or what you guys want to accomplish this season.
Well, what we want to accomplish is to grow together. And the more we grow together, the more, better we'll be as a team. And, I don't think he mentioned Ashley Daniels. She got injured our Thursday game, but before that, she was a huge help. When defensive-wise and offensive-wise. So, hope she can come back.
What are you thinking about for league? And obviously you guys had good games last year with Sumner Academy. How important would it be for you to get a league title this year?
That would be awesome. We haven't had one in a long time. So, if we get one this year, that would be nice.
Well, you shared last year, didn't you?
We did share.
You shared.
We both went 9-1.
Nobody likes to share, though.
Yeah.
So you guys ran into Leavenworth last year in Sub-State. I haven't looked at your bracket this year. Are you looking that far ahead, or do you just kind of focus on what you guys are working on now?
No, you look at it. I think everybody's kind of examining that Sub-State bracket when it comes out. But yeah, we've got a good opportunity to. Last year we win that. We have a 14-point lead against Sumner. If we win that game, we don't play Leavenworth. So it was our own doing that kind of caused us to have to run into that buzzsaw that nobody wanted to see. In 5A. We have Shawnee Heights and Leavenworth, Lansing. We've got some good teams. Washington's in there. So there's some teams that you're thinking about trying to get out and scout and just prepare yourself. We talk about going 1-0 every day in practice, and then at 7 o'clock when the parents are all in the stands, it's important to go 1-0 that day too. But just trying to get better at what we're doing. We're going to have to beat those teams if we want to. The end goal is to try to be able to compete for a state championship, and if you want to get there, you've got to be able to beat those teams.
So, Rihanna, you guys play Sumner, is it January 5th next game out of the break? What do you guys anticipate? What are your goals going into that game?
I know it's gonna be a tough game. I know that. I really don't know, but I know we're gonna have to work together as a team. Usually, somebody score more. I know I have to pass the ball around and get each other the opportunity to score.
So, how do you think the rest of the league stacks up, and where from your perspective, you think you're good opportunity to win league this year, or I know you got a chance to go look at Sumner early this year.
They look great. Samia's definitely improved her game. Shot a couple threes, made one, so that was a shot she didn't necessarily have last year, didn't take a lot of. But I like our group. I think Sumner is, and I said this last year, I think Sumner's, I came from the Sunflower League, and I think Sumner's a team that can compete in the Sunflower League at the top half of that league, and that's saying a lot, and I think we are too. Washington has a bunch of seniors. I know that, Tate does a good job, and so I think that he has those kids ready to play. They want to beat us twice, and so there's some competition, at those top few spots. And to go back a second, because I did forget about Ashley. Ashley Daniels, and this is not a knock on either of these two, but Ashley Daniels is our most improved player. And that's saying a lot, because this one right here to my left is a completely different kid than last year. And this one to my right worked tremendously hard in trying to turn herself into a true guard. But Ashley, in terms of ball handling, her athleticism, I mean, you're going to see somebody that, whoa, who was that? And she was on our team last year, but it's just she worked very hard this summer. 7 rebounds right now and 7.7 points. And yes, that was with about 2 quarters in the Turner game, because she sprained her ankle. I talked to her just before this. She said she's doing a little bit better. So we anticipate her coming back for that January 5th matchup. But yeah, there's to be able to compete and win league is going to be difficult.
All right, very cool, Coach. We appreciate you guys taking the time. And any parting words?
Just thank you for all you do. You do a great service for the community. These kids, they all 4 of mine last year went to college, and I know a big part of that was what you put out there. So we do appreciate you.
Absolutely. All right, good luck the rest of the way, ladies.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.